Alright, welcome back everyone, it's your Code King Zaf here. Lennart Neerman just got a bunch of brand new bug fixes, making its damage so much stronger. So I do want to jump in and show you the most recent Guild Boss guide for JINWOO, running our win team of course, where we are running a brand new JINWOO support loadout to make sure our boy Lennart Neerman deals as much damage as possible. We have some adjustments in our build, so I do want to jump in and cover them of course, but I do want to mention something very quick that's very important. If you want to keep on getting brand new codes, make sure you jump in and support us yet again, because your support was removed. Yes, that's right. A lot of you haven't realized the brand new sports season has started, so jump in and support us once more to get all those benefits coming your way. We have a bunch of brand new codes coming out next week, so jump in. That way, of course, you do not miss out on the benefits. And I do want to give a huge shout out to our boy Kevin and also ProMan, the first commenters on the last two videos. Hear your shouts and enjoy those juicy Discord rolls, oh yes. And I also want to give a shout out to our Zapphire Guild member Mega for providing us this battle guide today. And also I should mention we are looking for brand new members in our guild, so jump in and apply on our Discord server. We have 20 plus guilds out there. We're also looking for brand new members in our top guild right now, Zapphires, so make sure you jump in and apply. We have the best Discord community and members out there, so you do not want to miss out on the fun. If you're looking for a chill guild or a competitive one, we have all the options out there for you. Now, with all that said, let's jump in and cover the build right here. We are running a Stormbringer with the Grimoire to ensure we get that bonus elemental type damage coming in to buff Lennart Neerman as much as possible. Damage is not important on JINWOO, so we have some adjustments when it comes to his build. We are of course running a full set of greed on him to ensure we get the buff applying to Lennart, and also some adjustments when it comes to our blessing stones and skills. We're running these skills right here to ensure we get as much break off as possible, to ensure we build up the stacks for our greed set to apply those bonuses ASAP. So we do use Squall right here to ensure we get more break coming in. And when it comes to the Ant Queen phase, sometimes you might not break her, so this does help out a ton, but I mean, usually you should be fine. Because we're running two break skills right here as well, we are running Cold Ice to ensure we get the debuff right here, increasing our damage dealt by 12%, very strong. And also, of course, this skill here, when it comes to Vacuum Wave, we get the bonus damage shaken on the target, which is huge. These two skills are perfect for this run. And when it comes to our blessing zones, we're using our usual loadout here with We Are One as well to ensure Lennart gets the most damage as possible. We are running Sharp Perception for just a bit more damage, Reawakening for the cooldown reduction, and Bloodlust for the team bonus damage of course when it comes to fence reduction. Very good options out there. When it comes to the artifact sets for hunters, running these sets on them, we have the Desire set on Godo to get more bonuses coming in. We have the Guardian and Self's Blessing, which is standard on every single main damage dealing team, and the Infamy set is much better on Neerman, so make sure to run that over sets like Iron Will. This will provide us the most damage because we do get that team fight bonus of course. This is so good on the 8 set effect, giving us a 40% damage dealt increase to teamfight modes, which is so juicy. And when it comes to our team beam, we do have some brand new build loadouts. So on Mirai, we have the 2-piece Infamy, 2-piece Curse, and 4-piece Expert set. When it comes to Chaw, yes, we are running the Angel and White set to ensure Lennart Neerman does get the bonus. So make sure when it comes to set right here that you have Lennart Neerman with the most power on your team. There is a trick you can use to ensure that Lennart Neerman has the most power on our team. When it comes to Godo, of course, he is running, well, some very powerful sets that does give him a ton of power. So what you can do is, one, not upgrade certain sets when it comes to, let's say, on Godo right here. Let's say you have an artifact piece on Godo with the subset defense on him. You do not want to upgrade that, just because if you do, first off, you're getting a useless set, but also you're making it much harder to boost your power on Lennart. That'll be above Godo to ensure he gets the bonuses. I do want to mention though, there's one little trick right here when it comes to your cores. For example, on Godo, he is HP scaling. What you can do is swap in a defense percentage core to ensure that his power does decrease. Let me show you right here if I can find one very quick. Boom. This one right here, watch, we're going to equip it and we're going to confirm his power should go down by just a bit, as you saw right there. So that is one trick you can do, swapping in defense cores when you do not need them on the hunter. Obviously you want flat defense, flat HP, and flat attack when it comes to hunters to maximize on their damage, but when it comes to Godo, defense is not needed, and we do want less power on him, so percentage defense is fine if you want to drop his power of course. When it comes to other hunters right here on Team B, we are running the Expert set on Chaw because she can deal a bit of damage on this run because there is some light weakness, but I mean, well, we tried it out, and running the greed set on Ana is better, and the Angel and White on Chaw for more damage coming in. You can of course run a 4-piece curse on Chaw, and just put the Angel and White set on Ana, but we did find this result gave us more damage, and of course when it comes to Ana, you want to make sure you run the Viridescent set to get the cooldown reduction on her basic skills because of her weapon. Right here, as you can see, when we use Poison Shower, it reduces the target's defense by 10%, which is very good of course. We do want defense reduction coming in, so Ana is perfect for this run using the Viridescent set, and that should cover everything when it comes to her build. Just copy these skills right here, and copy these cores, very important. You want to use a lot of these purple cores. On, I think everyone here, the purple cores are fine. When it comes to, let me check here, Mirai, you can use other cores as well. Not so much this one, just because it's kind of one and done. We can use this core right here. It does give us a mana recovery amount of 5%, but overall, you should be okay. Just because this is a global core, you should have a bunch of them coming in. So try using that one or the other one, depending on what you have, and you should be good to go. And here are the stats for hunters. These are go-to stats right here. Again, when it comes to your stats, you do want to make sure for this run, when it comes to Yan Queen, to have a lot of damage increase, of course. Here are the stats for Handsome, doesn't matter too much, but for Lennart, of course, we want a lot of damage increase coming in, and of course, a bunch of defense, and his crit rate should be around the 14,000 mark if you can do it, just because when it comes to Lennart, he has a lot of damage over time, a lot of ticks, that all need to crit one by one, so running crit on him is a must of course. Remember, for new players out there, 50% crit does not mean you're critting 50% of the time, because your enemies do have a crit resistance on them, which does make your crit percentage lower than what you can see on the screen there, so keep that in mind. More crit is better on Lennart. Here are your mirror sets as well. When it comes to Mirai and Chaw, you do want some mana consumption reduction on them. Around the 3,000 mark won't hurt. That way they're not running out of mana. What I recommend is when you're in the battle phase to press the tab button or whatever it is on controllers, I'm not too sure. That way you can see your hunter's mana to gauge whether or not you need more mana consumption reduction or whether or not they're good to go. And here are the stats for Ana, again, not too important. Basically for this run, your priority should be on Lennart first, then Goto, then Mirai. Then between JINWOO and Chaw, it's up to you, depending on sets you have. Then Handsome and Ana in that order to ensure you have the right priority when it comes to maximizing on your damage. And here are JINWOO stats, of course. It doesn't matter too much what you run, just because we're running a greed set. I would just remove the sets you have on Essel and put it on JINWOO for, I guess, efficiency's sake, because you should have at least one good greed set on Essel to get more attack coming in, which you can of course use on JINWOO. Now I'm going to jump in and play the battle guide provided to us by my boy Mega, but I do want to mention when it comes to JINWOO, you want to dash to the side early on and walk off, just because you want to make sure when it comes to the Ant Queen phase, where she does dig down, that your hunters are clumped up together. You want to make sure they do not split up, which is super annoying, so this is why all players dash to the side and walk off to ensure they're grouped up correctly. Very, very important, of course. So that is one tip I do want to mention. The other tip I do want to mention is in regards to Lennart. You want to make sure when you're using JINWOO's ultimate that you're using the older ultimate. It is very important, just because it does allow Lennart Nearman to deal more damage over time. Watch this. We're going to use the ultimate right here, and you can see based on his skills that they're still active in the back. Do you see that green coming in? That's why it's very important to, let me show you if we go back. It is very important to make sure to use your ultimate just before Lennart does use his. Watch this. In this run, it was just 1 second off. You want to make sure you use your ultimate around the 16-second cooldown mark. That way Lennart's ultimate is activated. That way you get more damage during the ultimate phase, yes. You do get more damage coming in during the ultimate phase when you do have hunters like Lennart Nearman using his ultimate, so keep that in mind for just more damage. You can squeeze in your ultimate at the right time, of course. And one final tip when it comes to mobbing phase, you can use the Stormbringer skill to vacuum up all the mobs right here. Watch, we use it, and we get the mobs vacuumed up there. We use our vacuum wave skill too, and boom, they're all dead. So that's how you do a very quick mobbing phase for your hunters all the way to the right, and then you just vacuum up the mobs, clearing them instantly to make sure the Ant Queen comes back up to deal even more damage on her. So here's the full run that way, you know exactly what to do.
Bring it